been mindfucked before?
Mr. Cortez's Movie Picks.
I'm mindfucking you right now.
Name is motherfucker?
Not motherfucker, motherfucker. White people say Negroes say fuck God.
Man, you smell something?
Definitely smell something in my hair. I smell pussy!
That's how you talk? You know what? I don't have to answer to you. You ain't my bitch. Know what I'm saying?
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be.
Classic mix. Shout out to Fitz with that. But now, Cortez, did you have something? Because I like to mention something.
I can tell you one thing.
Okay.
Netflix has the new Black Mirror.
Yes,
season.
I was going to do that too. Awesome. Go ahead.
I only seen the first 2 episodes, but if you're a fan of it, it's pretty. I thought from what I seen on there, they're definitely diving into some AI stuff, like what happens when AI can actually take over type of shows. I like what I seen. For the first 2 episodes. I would highly recommend you, before you watch the new season, look at the previous season.
Absolutely.
In order to get an understanding on what this is about.
Okay.
What Black Magic, what it's about. Or I'm sorry,
Black Mirror,
what it's really about.
Okay, all right. And you know what? Great minds think alike, because that's what I was going to talk about, was Black Mirror. I only seen the first episode, but wow. I mean, they just came out the gate just hard, real hard. And if people who haven't been under a rock for 6 seasons, Black Mirror is a Netflix original anthology sci-fi series that was inspired by the Twilight Zone, and it just returned this week for season 6 of spooky tales containing more twists than a gymnast. Bad pun from these people here, but anyway, that's okay. Like its inspired predecessor, every Black Mirror episode doesn't really connect, but most do, and when one does, it leaves you staring in the distance. So the one that I saw was the first episode of this season's Black Mirror, and it was really, really weird. I don't want to get into it too deep, but let's say that it's a parody against Netflix, and I really liked it. It really kind of makes you question. When you sign up for certain programs, when you sign up for, let's say, for a certain cable company or whatever, what is all in the fine print? And in this case, people didn't know what was in the fine print, and next thing you know, their life was displayed on television.
Using AI intelligence.
Yes.
I said, when I looked at that, I was like, that could happen where,
it does.
You guys see the episode, guys. They're at a point right now with this whole AI movement where they don't need actors to actually go on set anymore. They can use their likenesses. They can make a movie right there without any physical, they just have to program stuff in, or the AI will physically program stuff in, from faces to action scenes and everything else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so it does get a little crazy.
It does. I mean, shit, I wouldn't mind being in AI, but then I would feel slighted, because I'm like, no, the AI get more game than I do. If it's like Halle Berry and me one-on-one, it's like, I'll be like, that's so unfair. Too unfair. But going back to this, it's a great series. I definitely agree with Cortez. Go back to the first 5 seasons, look through everything, and get yourself engaged in it. It is a great series. I've been a part of it since day one. Cortez has been a part of it since day one, and it makes you think. It really makes you think of the things that can happen, and some things that are actually happening right now.
Yeah, it definitely won't disappoint you guys. If you want to binge watch, this might be. It's only 5 to 6 episodes.
Okay.
So it's pretty straightforward. The plots are a lot more richer, a lot more deeper, as Pete is telling you. So
yeah,
I recommend people to check that out.
Definitely. So I would say this, Cortez, first, your rating for season 6 of Black Mirror out of 5 stars. What would you give Black Mirror season 6?
I would give it at this point a 4, because I haven't seen it in its entirety.
Okay.
So I'm waiting. So I'm after I finish watching the rest of it, and I can really say, okay, this was good.
Mm-hmm.
I only seen 2 episodes, but I
Okay.
see that's why it's pretty good. So I'm just leave it at a 4.
All right.
Because I know there's more is more to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. I understand it. Now for me, yes, I as I said, I've been involved since season 1, seen everything, and it really is. It can be very cerebral. You know, you really need to just sit down and just watch every little thing. Because sometimes if you're watching one part and if you miss something, you can just lose yourself in that episode. So for me, I would say season 6 of Black Mirror, even though I only saw 1 episode so far, it's just automatic 5 stars. 5 stars. GPS, you need to watch this if you haven't seen it yet, which I don't know.
Hey, what's the name of this thing called?
The series is called Black Mirror.
Black
On
Mirror.
Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Think of like a Twilight Zone. It's on Netflix, but yo, you need to see this from season 1 and going forward. So, telling you, if you really want to be cerebral, but unfortunately, you might not want to have the alcohol with you because you might kind of fall asleep to something. You really want to kind of really be engaged in this, but it's great. Just the series and the stars that are in the each episode and everything like that. I still remember last year's when they had Miley Cyrus in there when she popped in there out of nowhere. It was cool. It was crazy. I'm
Yeah,
telling
they do
you.
have a lot of celebrities.
Yeah.
The second episode does have the first one had my
First one had Selma Hayek. Selma Hayek was in there. She looked bad. She was bad, bro.
She is nice, man.
I wouldn't mind an accident with her. That's a good Papa's Day gift right there. So it was good though. But I love the parody that they did about Netflix. So they called it, what did they call it? Streamberry or something like that?
Yeah, they call it Streamberry, man.
Yeah. It was funny, but then when you looked at it, it's like, holy shit, they're actually, and not to give away anything, they're going through the whole life of this one person. But there's layers within this story, and you have to catch what the layers are, and it usually comes at the tail end, but it's still great. GPS, you will like this. It's solid. So as I said in Cortez gives it 4 stars. I give it 5. But ladies and gentlemen, that is our pick. Black Mirror season 6. Watch the whole series before you get started. You don't want to kind of jump back and forth in different seasons. Just run it straight through. You'll be happy that you did.